Ghostly greetings and welcome to the Period 9 Suspense Showcase. I'm your host, Annabella Gizzi. Today we're going to explore creepy and mysterious broadcasting projects made by not only myself, but my peers. Within these projects, the students had to follow a strict guideline incorporating 3 different filming and editing techniques. The 3 different methods that we have been learning and demonstrating are building tension through editing, creative camera angles, and the technique of filming a long shot. For some projects, we will only be showing a short segment, and some will see in its entirety. So sit back, but don't get too comfortable. There's a vast amount of nail-biting projects that might just leave you a little spooked. I just so happen to have Gina Garin here with me right now. Gina and her partner, Peters just so happen to execute our first technique, building tension through editing, very well. Building tension through editing is where you take an ordinary scene that wouldn't be creepy or scary beforehand and incorporate creepy editing techniques like cutting to black and layering audio to bring a suspenseful and scary aspect to it. So Gina, what were the obstacles that you and Paige had to overcome when filming your project?
So Paige and I wanted to include as many of the techniques as we could in our project, and building tension through editing was by far the hardest because we didn't know how to incorporate it correctly, and we thought that by making it look like we were inside a psycho's mind would be really cool, so that's what's in our project.
Well, that sounds awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's take a peek into Gina and Paige's project, The Psycho Sleepover. Wasn't that unsettling and scary? They did very well with editing their project to bring that suspenseful atmosphere. Since we covered building tension through editing, let's cover another way of capturing the audience's attention. That is shooting creative camera angles. These are not normally used in films that aren't scary or suspenseful. They can stand from a security point of view to below or above eye level. Those are just a few, but there are many more. A project that displays this is The Key by Tyler Urbanick and Chloe Pandalos. Enjoy. The shots in the key are voyeur and high-angle shots. The high angle creates a feeling of being watched, but creative camera angles can create a feeling of suspense amongst the viewers. If you liked creative camera angles, check out this next project we are showcasing. Don't trick, but please treat yourself with this next project called Footsteps.
Can one of you turn
Yeah, turn the volume down. This project was filmed and edited by Liv Casciato, Emma Telbin, and Kieran Moorhead. They executed creative camera angles so well that it might have triggered some uncertainty while you're watching at home. When shooting cameras, yes, we do use creative camera angles, but we also incorporate another technique called a long shot. A long shot is a view of a scene that is shot from a considerable distance as the actors and actresses move throughout the shot in the frame. One of my classmates implemented this into their project extremely well. Right now, I have Sammy Simmerman with me. Thank you so much for joining me. Your project was executed extremely well. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so basically we had an Alexa that was being hacked by our intruder in the house. So it showed Kaylee being chased around basically, or kind of trying to find this intruder while Alexa is saying creepy stuff. So.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Why don't we take a look? This is Echo by Sammy Simmerman. Morgan.
Alexa, turn on my playlist.
Okay, playing scary stories.
Alexa, off.
Okay.
Alexa, play my playlist.
Turning off kitchen lights.
Alexa, turn on kitchen lights.
Okay. What are you looking at, Kaylee? Look behind you. I tried to warn you.
Wow, that definitely left me in chills. What was your setup for filming your long shot?
So we set the camera on the counter and we had Kaylee hear something in the distance, so she walked to the background, and then Alexa said something in the foreground, so she came to the front, and that made it a long shot.
Wow, so much hard work and dedication. I love it. That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining me, Sammy. The next project that we are showing in its entirety is called Reflection, and it was shot and edited by myself. When creating my piece, I definitely struggled when filming by myself, but I was still able to incorporate all of these different techniques to create a spooky and scary storyline. I was not the only one to work by myself in Period 9 broadcasting. We have Mario Pusateri, who also produced an entire project by himself, but had some help on the acting side from his friend, Dalton Evers. Mario is one of the very talented students we have here in the media department, so we will also be showing his project in full form. This project will leave you panic-stricken. This is Crocs by Mario Pusateri. Wow, that definitely left me uneasy in my seat. For our last and final project, we have Mason Shultz and Xander Healy's project called The Scarf. Mason and Xander both contributed to behind-the-scenes work, but also appeared in front of the camera. This intense and heavy storyline really creates a dark atmosphere and might leave you speechless. We will actually get to hear from the creators of this project when we get back. Let's dive into The Scarf by Mason Shultz and Xander Healy.
Where my players at? Where my players at?
Hey, Dad, you want to shoot some hoops? Dad? Dad?
No, son! I told you to do your homework first before basketball!
Dad? Dad? Oh! Oh!
Thank you guys so much for joining me on today's Suspense Showcase. So I wanted to ask you quick questions about your project. First, I'm going to start with Xander. What was your favorite part about filming this project?
I think my favorite part would have to be probably the challenge of like getting to work with the camera angles. They were really difficult shots to compose, and some of them were like, especially our long shot with the kitchen, it just like kind of, it took a very long time to get it right, but it was a nice challenge, and I really enjoyed it. And I enjoyed doing it with Mason, because Mason's pretty chill.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. And Mason, I wanted to ask you, what was your favorite technique to incorporate into your project?
My favorite was definitely building tension with editing. We did it with the shower whenever he put his hand up and it cut back and forth from different angles. And it also happened in like throughout the project.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. I am so impressed with all of these frightening projects, and I'm so thrilled we got to share them with you just in time for Halloween. Thank you so much for joining us in the Period 9 Suspense Showcase. This has been Annabella Gizzi, and I hope you had a haunting but happy Halloween. See you next time.